Hey Gossip Ghouls, welcome to the Hot Ghouls Club, and if you love true crime and creepy cases, tap follow so you never miss an episode. As always, I'm your host Jamie.
And I'm Tara. Well, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, we want to start from here.
Yes, wait, engage.
Okay, so I was on my way here, driving, and I was past Alyssa's exit before your exit, and it was kind of like you know how like on Sunrise when there's less people, groupings of cars will happen, which is super irritating. Like it's almost like you get stuck in a speed.
Yes.
Anyway, that kind of happened because
the person in the left lane doesn't want to go around. Yeah.
So 3 of us are in the left lane. First car just started slowing down to the point where I gave a little beep beep. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Just like decided to be slow. And there was a car between us, and then there was like a line of cars in the lane over, right? And the car in front of me put on their blinker to get into the right lane, but there was somebody in their blind spot, and like they just like kept going. The person literally had to swerve out. I honked. I went beep beep. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Somebody alert.
You're crazy.
The people, and the person
You
was
gotta
like,
look behind the shoulder.
look over the shoulder.
Damn it.
And then so I was like, what the fuck? Like that was super annoying. I would have been pissed, right?
Yeah.
So then I get up to the person that the person like almost swerved into, and I look over her and I mouthed, "Oh my god." You know what that bitch did?
What?
I got over to her lane. She got right up in my lane, drove right up behind that person.
Yeah.
Got around them, cut them off. They went into the right lane. She cut them off. She kept braking on them. I was like, slay bitch.
Yeah.
Get her ass.
That
and then
absolutely
the
made
car
your
that
day.
swerved into her got off at your exit. I don't think intentionally. Like she was like, I can't do this. And I drove past them at the light over there.
Yeah.
And it was a girl driving, like probably our age or younger, and then her boyfriend. Your boyfriend's in the passenger seat. You didn't see the fucking car?
True. What the fuck?
Loser. Probably on his phone.
Look alive.
Look alive.
Look alive.
So I don't only have my own road rage. I encourage and engage with others.
And that makes you happy.
That makes me happy.
That fills your cup.
Because I didn't have to get involved. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes,
I wasn't going
no.
to get hurt if it
You
went
were being
wrong.
a girl's
I could have
girl.
just skipped out.
Exactly. You saw who the victim was, and you said, I am in support with you. I'm in solidarity with you. And if we need to go in on this guy together right now, we will.
I'm a witness. I am a witness.
First and foremost, I will be there Judgment Day.
Judgment Day. I will be first in line to give down the judgments.
Officer, listen. It was that man there.
It was that. Fortunately, was another woman.
I know. You know what really
so it
is?
sucks that I do have to. Don't disparage women drivers. I knew it. Horrible. During the holiday season.
That's the one thing about my sisters I think we should work on collectively.
Yeah.
Is that most times than not, it's an old person or a woman that makes me want to go fucking bananas.
I argue more, I think, with men, which is kind
Maybe
of
you can
scary.
just knife them out. Man!
I actually saw a TikTok, and I showed Kevin, and it was like, when somebody's being passive aggressive and I'm about to be direct, and it's like a bald eagle like turning. I'm like, me.
I love that. I love that. I saw it. I like cackled when I saw that. It was just recently too. It was amazing.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm a quiet little gal, but sometimes, I'm not, especially if we're in public and there's strangers approaching us.
That's like one of my favorite attributes about you.
Yeah. It's not
Is
one
that
of
the
my
right word?
maybe-
Attribute?
Yeah, I think so.
Wonderful.
Characteristic, attribute. I think it's the same thing.
Yeah.
But I
love a direct bitch.
I do get direct. Sometimes it backfires in my face, but you know what? It's fine. I can handle. I could probably take a punch. I got beat as a child.
I think you could take a punch.
Yeah.
I mean, Irish women usually can.
Yeah, I mean, I have a pretty high pain tolerance.
Yeah.
So
You do.
I can withstand a decent amount of pain.
I could totally take a punch, and I think I would probably go crazy.
Yeah, I think
blackout.
I would red out.
Absolutely.
I would see red.
Absolutely.
Red would edge.
Absolutely. Yeah.
The vision.
Somebody's
Speaking
gonna
of
be
red,
crying, and hopefully it won't be me.
it's Christmas season.
It's Christmas.
It's a very merry, ghoulish Christmas season.
My favorite.
And welcome back to the Hot Ghouls Club.
Welcome back. My name's Jamie.
I'm Tara. I'm sure you noticed there's just the two of us today, so we're doing a long form episode.
Yeah.
And keeping on with the theme of the last couple of months, we're in a theme. So we wanted to do a little Christmas episode. Unfortunately, none of our episodes would bring holiday cheer, no matter what. But we did want to bring...
Depending on what kind of freak you are, though.
That's true.
If you're our kind of freak.
I do find enjoyment.
Yeah.
Not necessarily joy.
No.
Enjoyment.
Enjoyment. Something that keeps my attention.
100%. And I hope this keeps your attention.
As it should.
I'm going to be doing our episode for today. This is Tara.
I cannot wait.
It's going to be a Christmas themed episode. I'm
so
excited to tell you guys about it. So should we just get into it?
Let's get into it, babes.
Okay. Let me just zoom in on my font. And put my screen up to the
Font
brightest.
30.
Font 56.
I've never met an older, younger person like you in my entire life. Wait. Oh my God.
What?
Okay. I was thinking about you today, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because remember my story earlier about how there was that person that I knew, but I forgot the name completely, and I ended up knowing them?
Mm-hmm. Wait, at work?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know how you know names?
Yeah.
Like, really, like it's a magic thing
No,
that you
names
do
are not... I'm not good with names.
No, you're amazing with names. Don't lie to my face right now.
I've
seen
I
you
feel
pull
like
out
I
names
read-
from left field. From like Jim fucking Worthy back in 2006. That was on screen time
It's
for
either
2
I
minutes.
remember perfectly or I've literally never met this person before in my life. And I've spent years with them. But okay, go on.
So
Compliment
I
me.
think that when you were back in 1692 and you were burned at the stake as a witch,
Okay.
your last vow was that you would remember all the names that burned you. Right?
You're right.
Mhm.
That's
Like,
a good point.
That's why you remember these names. Mine was probably that would play in your fucking face.
Yeah, or plague your family
Plague
or
your
something,
family,
but nothing
something.
about memory.
No,
probably.
memory was
You knew
not my
yourself
first wish.
back then too. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? You were like, I'm not gonna remember.
This guy I've never met in my entire life. They're
I'm
like,
calling you Bob.
Jamie, you've been with that person for like
They're like,
6
that's your
years.
husband.
That's your
He's like, my name is Arthur.
that guy.
She's like, what?
I ain't never seen him.
No, my ex-husband,
My
maybe.
ex-husband, maybe. Why am I
Well,
up here?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well,
Sorry to cut you off.
That's okay.
I just had that revelation today. Maybe it was today. Maybe it was yesterday. I don't remember. But I was like, I have to tell you.
thank you. I
have
gotta
to
look
tell
into that.
you.
We should do past life regression therapy.
I want to do that so
I do
bad.
want to do that. There was something else I wanted to do, actually. I feel like I can't remember now. Whatever.
I hope it works when we do it.
Oh, yeah. And I hope I'm not like some poor boy. Poor and a boy?
Imagine me.
Kill me now. If any of that's in
And
my body,
white.
that would be the nail.
The triple.
The nail.
The triple.
The nail in the coffin would be, I have been white my whole life. This is what triggered me.
Go ahead.
So for my Secret Santa with Kevin's family, every year I ask for like the 23andMe. I don't know why, I just don't buy it myself. But it should be a gift. It's a gifting thing, right?
It was like $20. Not
It's
that
like
long
$80.
ago, right? No one. Well, Alyssa sent it. Wasn't it like?
I know
20?
she did, but I'm like, this is a Christmas gift.
This is a Christmas gift. Okay.
So I'm like, but you know, what if I do it? And I'm like,
Really, just like pure European.
99.99% Irish.
Welcome to my world, babe.
I know.
I
Well,
do
you
have-
had a couple of fun things in yours. You're Ashkenazi Jew.
I am an Ashkenazi Jew. 0.3%.
0.3%.
Get better. 0.1% Native American. I know.
Cherokee?
I don't know.
Oh, it didn't
Could
give you
be
that?
something in America. West Side.
Okay, I know
gang.
shit, it's America.
True. You know what? True.
I'm sick.
Oh.
West Side?
I didn't think about that. Native American.
But it could be like
you know.
all American. It could be
It's in the name.
Canadian, North American, South American, technically.
See? I could have been Canadian.
But
for
Native
all we
American,
know.
I think, is North American in terms of like how they categorize things. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
I really don't
Canadian
Yeah.
Native. Native Canadian.
Well, no,
Is that a
because
thing?
Canada is North America. We are just the United States of America.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unnaturally large. Should not be this
No,
big.
no,
We
no,
should be
no. We
multiple
have
countries.
50 countries in one country.
Truly.
We need to break apart.
We need to break apart.
We need to Europe
And I
it.
feel like we shouldn't really have harsh feelings about that.
I really don't think we should have a single feeling. I think the taxes I paid in New York State
Yeah.
should go to New York fucking State.
Yeah.
And not Alabama.
Yeah.
And
fucking
that's a
Kansas,
hill
dude.
I'll die on.
Fucking Arkansas. Who wants to pay for Arkansas?
You know who definitely doesn't want to pay for Arkansas? Me.
You.
That's one thing. If I find one of my dollars went to Arkansas, I'm lighting that bitch up.
Give me that fucking $1 back, you motherfucker.
Hell no, I'll go there myself.
I'll go there myself and I'll take my own damn dollar
I'm
back.
taking my $1 back. All right. Anyway, sorry, we digressed.
As usual.
We digress. Let's get into a holiday spirit. I wish we could put like jingle bells or something in here.
Will.
But let me take you back to Christmas Eve 2008, where millions of people, probably like yourself, were gathered with their families and friends to celebrate the holiday, enjoying lavish parties, delicious dinners, and festive cocktails. Children were being read "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," getting ready to settle down, to dream of Santa sneaking in to give them a little gift.
Oh my God, amazing.
But unfortunately, while most gatherings were filled with laughter and cheer, tragedy horrifically struck a loving family at their holiday party. The Christmas Eve celebration at Joseph and Alicia Ortega's home in Covina, California was winding down just before midnight. Some guests were sitting down to play a game of Texas Hold'em, while others were gathered near the front door preparing to leave for the night. That was when they heard a knock on the front door. 8-year-old Katrina Usplovsky swung open the door with a wide smile on her face because a man dressed as Santa Claus was standing just on the other side of the door. As she started to turn around, yelling "Santa is here" to her family, the man pulled out a gun and shot her in the face. Chaos immediately erupted.
What the fuck?
Mic drop. No, just kidding.
Oh my God, that's really terrible.
I know.
That's really terrible. You painted that so amazingly. And just
My own words.
Rip the dream apart.
Thank you. So before we can really get into the details of that night, unfortunately, we got to talk about Santa.
Fuck that Santa.
But we got to learn about that Santa. The man that behind the suit was Bruce Pardo.
Would be a Bruce.
It would be. 45 years old at the time, Bruce was the recently divorced husband of one of the Christmas Eve celebration attendees.
Oh, so bitter.
I'm sure you can see where this is going.
So bitter, yeah.
We're a bitter man. We're a bitter
bitter
man. Right during the recession.
Oh, wow.
They didn't say anything about that, but I'm sure it didn't have a good effect on him. So Bruce was born and raised in San Fernando Valley of California during the 1970s. He lived a largely unremarkable life, though most people described him as exceptionally bright. Bruce graduated from Cal State Northridge with a degree in computer science and quickly secured a job post-graduation at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory in La Canadia, Flint Ridge. Or La Canadia. I have no idea. There's like a little accent over the N. Canadia. Amazing.
Canadia.
So, while Bruce was described as book smart, he seemed to lack common sense and empathy. In the late 80s, when Bruce was in his early 20s, he met and started dating a woman named Delia. In the article I read, she asked that her last name not be revealed. And you'll find out why. What was revealed, however, was that the two became engaged during their short courtship and planned a lavish wedding, 250 guests, and a honeymoon in Tahiti, honey.
Oh my gosh.
Bruce, just a couple years out of college, was not exactly financially secure at the time.
I was going to say, how did they pull that? Tahiti, 250 guests?
In 88.
And wait, 88?
89.
Okay, so like $20.
Truly. So Delia paid for the wedding and the honeymoon with her savings.
Delia now.
Delia. And then in June of 1989, on the day of the wedding, Bruce's brother, mother, fiance, and their 250 guests waited for over an hour for Bruce to show up.
Wait, Delia was there and Bruce was the one that wasn't showing up?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Bruce not only stood Delia up on their wedding day, he drained the remaining $3,000 she had in her savings account and took off to Palm Springs for a few weeks.
Oh, so Bruce is a cunt.
Bruce is a little bitch.
Bruce is a little fucking bitch. Right, Bruce.
He returned, tan, broke, and without a morsel of guilt or regret.
Bruce, my guy. I hope you're somewhere dead on the ground. I hope you're somewhere rotten.
Your wish will become true.
Love.
In the article that I was reading, one of his ex-girlfriends kind of said like,
I'm surprised he has any.
Bruce did whatever Bruce wanted to do. Like he had no it seemed like he had no impulse control.
I feel like that's like maybe the I can't remember the word, but like any man named Bruce at birth has that.
Like inherently.
Like yes. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Idiocy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to name your kid Bruce, you're setting them up for...
No compassion.
No compassion. No regard for anybody else's in their family or in their inner circles, feelings, or anything. Anything at all.
Speaking of...
Yes.
So several of Bruce's exes have since come forward with stories about him.
Okay.
But one thing which was clear about Bruce, that... it was clear who was number one in Bruce's life, and that was Bruce.
Yeah.
Always going to be Bruce.
Yeah.
Always, because it gets worse. So let's fast forward a little over a decade.
No right for... Okay, go ahead.
No, say it.
He has no right to be bitter at all, to, like, for him to shoot that family, and we're not even there, honey. For him, all these little stories that are adding up right here, right now, and we're only on the first one of how he fucked over Delia, which was an amazing woman that paid for everything, and then you're going to take her fucking money and run like a little bitch.
Now, and she seems happy.
Good. She deserves the world. However... He's everything's at the fault of his own fucking hands.
Oh, it gets worse.
Oh my God.
So fast forward a little over a decade. So Bruce was 24 at that time. So a little in his early to mid 20s. Now he's 37. And he settled down with a girlfriend and a child in Woodland Hills, California.
Is he bald?
Unfortunately, no, I don't think so.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
I missed him.
Life appeared normal until a week in 2002, I believe I got this like timeline right. Bruce was alone with their 13-month-old son. Unfortunately, also named Bruce.
It would be.
I'm so sorry. Bruce, I'm just kidding. Bruce was distracted while watching TV, and he failed to notice his toddler wandering outside and ultimately falling into the family swimming pool.
What a fucking... Oh my God.
So when Elena Lucana, Bruce's girlfriend and the mother of his child, returned home that day, because she wasn't home, Bruce was hysterical, holding their son in his arms. The couple rushed the boy for medical attention, where he was admitted. I couldn't really find a lot of details about the incident, like post, like medical. Like I didn't see how long the child was in the water, whether he was unconscious or if he required like a breathing tube. But what I did find that was in the week following the incident, Bruce held like bedside vigil, never leaving his son's side. That is, until doctors informed him that their son would recover, but not fully, and would have lifelong disabilities. Bruce skipped the fuck up out of there.
Wow. On his own fucking watch. And like, for nothing, if you have a fucking pool, right? Your number one priority when you're a parent, especially to a young kid that doesn't know how to swim, is to make sure they're nowhere near that pool. But I mean, things do happen. You do get distracted, but like there are still so many other ways for you to navigate that, where you can get a fucking fence around the pool. That's like one of the biggest things. And I think New York State you're required to have a fence around your pool now. Like if you wanted a pool.
Listen, we know that this happens, and this has unfortunately happened to people, and it's
some things are accidents,
and unfortunately you have loving parents who truly are human beings and have gotten distracted. And toddlers, especially when they're 3 or 4, you know what I mean, they don't know how to swim. Unfortunately, they're also like, they're pretty smart, like they know how to get out of places. They've seen you open doors, but that's not this man. This is a 13-month-old.
Exactly. This is Bruce.
But this is Bruce, 100%. Bruce. A 13-month-old, probably just starting to walk a few months earlier.
Yeah.
How is this motherfucker opening a door and getting outside?
Yeah.
Riddle me that.
Yeah.
And you're just watching TV. It wasn't, doing laundry or mowing the lawn or doing something as a good citizen. You just weren't watching your son when your girlfriend probably was
an extended
working.
amount of time.
100%. Who knows how long that boy was in the water?
He was probably wandering around the fucking house for a very long time.
He's like, what am I going to do? He's
let me
really
go
bored.
Outside.
He's like, oh, there's a bird.
The air looks nice. I can use some fresh air.
But yeah, unfortunately, so his son did survive, but he did have lifelong disabilities. I believe I read that he was he's a paraplegic.
Oh, damn.
Really bad. He was probably without oxygen for a very long time.
Yeah.
And then we're going to fast forward a couple more years again. So about in 2004, where Bruce meets Sylvia Orza. So let's talk about Sylvia and Bruce a little bit. So Sylvia Orza was 40 years old when she met Bruce Pardo.
Was 40?
Sylvia was 40.
Okay.
And Bruce was 39, I think, at that time. Either 39 or 40, depending on when his birthday was.
So like relatively the same age.
Yeah. Sylvia was a hardworking mother of 3. She grew up in California and did have to change high schools when her family moved to Covina, California during her sophomore year. Sylvia also went straight to work as a secretary after high school and was very proud of what she did. Sylvia married her first husband in her early 20s, and the couple had 2 beautiful children together. Sadly, Sylvia's husband was killed in a car accident, leaving her a widow.
Oh, no.
I know. Many years later, it was described, she met and married her second husband, George Orza, with whom she shared a daughter. George even adopted Sylvia's 2 older children during their marriage. Unfortunately, after Sylvia and George divorced, he was not great about staying in touch with the children, though he had reconciled with them shortly before the Christmas Eve incident.
It's crazy how men can just do that. It's like
in and out.
Yeah, and they don't even give a fuck for so long, and then you're just like, actually.
Well, one is your literal biological child.
Yeah, but since I'm no longer with your mom, I'm gonna go.
Like
how?
What?
How do you do that?
Like,
how do you flip that switch?
It's
insane.
It's how you know that men are more like animals than humans.
That's so true. And they have like no real true,
or even we're more like animals too, because animal moms,
like actual instincts,
actually take care of themselves. I literally saw a TikTok, a wolf on a mountain with a pup in her mouth running to a cabin as a avalanche was running down.
Wow.
She gets onto the porch, has the little baby under her head.
Wow.
They were fine.
That's amazing.
Amazing. Mother of the year.
Men are more like rocks. You know what I mean?
Like dumb.
Like you can use it to throw,
sedentary.
have fun with, you know. There's some other uses that you
could
can
rub
have
it certain
rocks.
places, you know,
Exactly.
maybe get on
You
fun
can light
things.
a fire here and there.
Light a fire here and there. So good.
Like
That's
their equivalent.
Yeah. They don't do much. They don't even bring money in anymore.
Fuck no.
So I wasn't able to find much information about Sylvia, sadly, but what I did find was that her friends and remaining family spoke very kindly of her. And all 3 of Sylvia's children survived the tragedy of that night.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah. So in 2004, Bruce and Sylvia met through her brother-in-law, who knew Bruce from work. They began dating and eventually married in January of 2006. Like many marriages, things were good early on. Bruce and Sylvia bought a house in Montrose, adopted an Akita, and lived there together as a family.
So this is his 3rd marriage now? Or was he married to...
No, this is her 3rd marriage.
Okay, but not his second.
First.
His...
But his, like... I guess
true, because he
third
didn't actually marry
serious
the one.
relationship.
Yes,
he stood up Delia.
Yes.
He didn't marry Elena.
They just had a child together.
Yeah.
But now he's marrying. Okay.
Yeah. And so about a year into the marriage, Sylvia began confiding in family members about cracks in the relationship. She described Bruce as cold and distant and said they frequently argued about money. The event that ultimately led to their divorce can be traced back to something Bruce's own mother revealed.
Wow.
Bruce's mother was quite fond of Sylvia and apparently not so fond of her son.
Yeah, fuck her, boy.
In late 2007, she told her beloved daughter-in-law about Bruce's disabled son.
He didn't tell her?
No. The child he abandoned. Didn't even tell her. But get this. Bruce didn't just walk away from him. He was still claiming the child on his fucking taxes.
What the fuck? Bruce.
Come back, Bruce.
Really just...
Oh my God, I keep having to clear my throat because I just ate.
Fucking Christ, what an animal.
This is actually something that, this is just something I'm dealing with my post-COVID life from 2 years ago. I have to clear my throat every time I eat ever since I got COVID.
You know, a lot of people are having issues with like their chest after getting there's whatever that one strain of COVID. Like the first one wasn't that bad, but you know when
it was a later one
because
mine was not this past New Year's, but the New Year's before that. I was sick.
You think it was COVID?
No, I would test positive for COVID.
Oh, it was
but I didn't
COVID.
know what the strain was because I did an at-home test,
right.
and I don't think they would have gave a fuck.
Yeah,
they did test me at the clinic. They're like, you don't have it, get out. Essentially.
Idiots.
Or they were pissed because I came in at 1:45 and they closed at 2. I'm like, you're a doctor's office. You can't be like,
I'm ill.
The Gap and get mad at me. You know?
The fuck? This isn't retail, babes.
Speaking of, you need to watch The Pit.
The Pit?
Yeah, this is a pause in the podcast. This is a PSA to everybody in the world that listens to 25 people that listen to our podcast. You need to watch The Pit on HBO. You can have my login if you need it because it's fucking amazing. What's it about? Well, it's an ER drama. It's a scripted show.
Wait. It's in Pittsburgh.
Yes.
I've seen a little bit of it. I've seen a little bit of it.
I've seen a couple clips.
I haven't seen clips.
Well, what made me decide to watch it, and I was like to Kevin, I was like, let's just try it. I've heard good things.
Yeah.
We watched the whole show in like 5 days. It's 15 episodes. Every episode is like an hour. This girl on TikTok was like, she goes, The Pit is so good. I was on like a first date or second to hang out with a guy, and we decided to start the show together. She goes, it was so good. I faked an illness and had to go and told him I had to go home so I could finish it alone. I was like, I love you. It's so good. So it's an ER drama. like many there are, but
Yeah.
the season is 15 episodes and it's all one shift. It's a 15-hour shift.
Wow.
So every episode is an hour. And I've read that like ER nurses and doctors said this is the most accurate portrayal of what it's actually like in the ER from any other show. It is
that makes sense.
Amazing.
Yeah. Like there's just like constant shit happening.
Constant. And there's like the chief resident, the guy that's always in charge or whatever, the doctor.
Yeah.
And so everybody goes to him with the problems. Like if somebody's dying, if or this, like he always has to break the news. And he was always so good no matter what was going on. He's so good to the patients. But I was like, at one point I'm like, they need to leave this man the fuck alone. He is going to jump off that building. I was like, figure it out.
Executive decision time. Executive decision time. Let's do it.
I was like, he can't take much more. I was like, do they not see? And then, so it's like they had a 12-hour shift, I think. And you're like getting excited for them, right? You're like, you're going home. Yeah. Night shift's coming in. Yeah. And then a crazy fucking like incident in the town happens that shoves they become like a tree, an emergency unit for an incident that's going on. Yeah. Which prolongs them 3 hours, but complete and total fucking chaos.
Wow.
And I'm like, and like it's one doctor's first day at the ER. She had been a doctor at the VA with the veterans for 2 years. Okay. And it's 3 people's first day as student doctors in that ER. Amazing. So anyway, we digress. I digress. Watch it.
I will.
I get you.
Sounds good.
Okay. Anyway, we get back to Bruce, sadly.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. So we know what led to the divorce, right? Or, I mean, obviously there was more than just the incident, but I really think that was the nail in the coffin was the fact that he not only abandoned a son of his, he also
to share that.
Fucking claimed him on his taxes. So the mother who was taking care of him couldn't claim him and get any money for it.
And I'm sure she couldn't track him down because he's fucking probably all over the place and not sharing any of his information.
So fucking true. You're right.
That's so fucked up.
So the divorce of Sylvia and Bruce began in early 2008, and is what most people believe led to the horrific, avoidable tragedy of December 24th, 2008. At the time of the divorce, Bruce was earning around $120,000 a year, which is great now, but it's also great in 2008.
It's like, yeah, even fucking better.
Yeah, while Sylvia was bringing in closer to like $30,000. So needless to say, the courts...
But that's still pretty good.
Yeah, but the courts determined that Bruce should be paying spousal support. Duh.
Yeah.
It's also worth noting that according to what I read, Bruce never helped Sylvia with the kids, even when they were together, like financially. He was like, these are your kids, you have to pay for them.
That's crazy.
So Bruce was ordered to pay just about under $2,000 a month in spousal support. However, the 2 payments he was supposed to make never went through. Shocking. It was something like the first check bounced and like the second was canceled. It was like something annoying. So during the divorce proceedings, Bruce was fired from his job for logging fraudulent hours. And because he was, frankly, a complete fucking dumbass, he wasn't even able to collect unemployment because he was fired. Yeah. And as a result, the judge put a hold on his spousal support payments once Bruce claimed he was broke as fuck. Yeah. But the divorce was finalized 1 week before Christmas. And the judge ordered Bruce to pay Sylvia $10,000. Bruce got the house. Sylvia got the dog.
Oh, you fucking joking me.
And another thing I didn't mention.
I don't even understand how he can fucking like pull the
I'm broke.
Yeah, like how?
Oh,
like what?
I'll tell you, you'll get even more pissed. But something I read and I didn't put in here was when they decided to separate. I think they decided to separate in March of that year. Okay. Sylvia had, I think she was 4 or 5. The daughter, the youngest one that she had with George. Uh-huh. So obviously they were living in the house together, right? And the girl was going to kindergarten at the time, so she was kindergarten age. Babe. She asked Bruce if they could stay in the house until the end of the school year, so her to finish it out. Yeah. He kicked her out.
He's so fucking. I can't stand this guy.
I know.
I really can't fucking stand him.
I know.
Like, he doesn't even have a right to be a killer. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't have that right. No. There was nothing like that, inherently wronged him. Mm-hmm. He wasn't abused. He wasn't this. He wasn't that. He wasn't in any kind of situation where he was, like, really down and out. Everything that was technically bad was because he did it.
His own doings,
His own doings.
He lived...
I hate you, Bruce.
I hate you.
I hate you.
So,
dumb bitch.
Bruce did not suddenly snap on Christmas Eve in 2008. Even though, like, we say the divorce led up to it and they got divorced a week before. This was methodical. He had planned it over the course of 7 fucking months.
Oh, wow.
So, in June of that year, this is all in 2008, what I'm about to say.
What is he mad about? He got the fucking house. He was the one that got himself fired. I just don't get what he's mad about.
I knew Jamie was going to love this episode. So in June of that year, Bruce purchased a Sig Sauer 9mm handgun in cash from Gun World for just under $1,000.
Gun World, I hate you. I hate you. It could do better. Figure out who Bruce is.
They're going to get worse. He returned to that store on August 8th, September 8th, October 11th, and November 13th, each time purchasing another Sig Sauer 9mm handgun.
Do they not have a rewards program?
Bringing him from owning 0 firearms to 5 in just 6 months. And I don't have the specific laws, but there are laws in California preventing you from fucking doing that.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to own buy more than 2 in a 6-month period or something.
Was that like at that time too, or was that like a rule? Okay.
Like it was the article I read. It had said something. It was like, I'm not gonna put that in. But like they didn't give a fuck, obviously, and he was paying cash every time.
Yeah.
So during this time, Bruce also became increasingly reclusive.
They should be also held.
They should also be fucking held accountable.
For
Gun stores should be fucking held accountable.
Absolutely.
That's a good fucking point. We're going to the White House
with this one.
Bruce became increasingly reclusive. He wasn't working, and he was largely alone. But then in October, Bruce received a call from an old friend inviting him to his 45th birthday party in Iowa. That friend was Steve Irwin. No relation to the late, great Steve Irwin.
The late, great Steve Irwin. I bring him up whenever I can.
During the visit, isn't it so amazing his son won Dancing with the Stars? Even though I've never watched a minute of that show. And I love Alex Earl, and she did great, but...
Yes, that's what I was just going to say. Alex Earl was like hitting everything, but I do think...
Great exposure for her.
Great, like, people saw a whole different side of her, which is awesome for her career.
Different ages get to see her, too.
Yes. And obviously she has like that big podcast, which is like everybody knows it. But I just feel like, Steve's got everybody's hearts. And
everybody's heart. And
he also worked his fucking like butt off with every single dance that he ever did. Yeah, Robert. Did I say Steve?
Steve.
Robert.
But also Robert is adorable.
Yeah.
It's a crime how young he is.
I know.
For us old bitches. His fucking underwear campaign. Thank you. That was like that was a trap for older women. It's like, excuse me,
like, wait, 19, I can't look at that,
baby.
Put him away,
please. But I love you.
Let me see it one more time. Yeah, put it away.
Bring it back. He's gorge, and obviously we love him, and we need him to win, and we need him to keep that Australian zoo alive. Yeah, I saw somebody said something. Well, they were like, people in Australia couldn't vote because it was an American show. Because somebody's like, you guys don't understand. Like, if Australia is voting, the entire country is voting for him. They were like, the Irwins are like royalty in Australia.
Yeah,
I'm like, as they fucking should be.
As they should be, absolutely.
They're nice people.
Absolutely.
But anyway, we get back to the Steve Irwin with an E. So during the visit in Iowa, because he did go, Bruce confided in his friend, talking about how difficult divorce had been, how humiliating it felt to have his firing and financial issues aired in court, and how he was no longer speaking with his mother. He's even said his mother was sat on Sylvia's side of the courtroom during divorce proceedings.
If his mom was on his side, he would have been like, whatever.
No, but his mom was like, I don't like you.
Mommy.
Mama,
what did I do wrong? What did I do? I walked away from a child. I walked away from a woman on her wedding day. That was also mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been claiming this one child, but he's back in with his other mother. He's fine. And now this one, I hate her. I don't like her at all. I want all of her money, but I want also for me to have all of my money. And that's not so wrong, Mama.
Yeah, no, he's a total piece of shit.
And here's me and my 20 guns.
Well, while in Iowa, Bruce stopped at a gun store to purchase ammunition.
You're joking me.
And he bought magazines that held double the legal capacity allowed in California.
And that gun store should be held accountable.
100%. So
why are they even fucking... Oh, because it was...
So it was in Iowa. So it said that the magazines in California were allowed to hold 8 bullets, and the ones in Iowa held 16.
That's why also, I don't know, gun laws should be even across, like federal. Should be federal.
Federal.
Shouldn't be, you can go to one state and then have get fucking grenades and shit.
Unless they want us to be separate fucking countries.
Yeah. Which, again,
then we can talk about.
Let's bring that back in.
You don't want to sell alcohol on Sundays, Pennsylvania. Be your own fucking country.
Yeah. If you don't want to fucking have alcohol in your grocery store, I'll move to that country. Where are they at, Maine? I love that. They're alcohol because they don't have to pay for liquor laws and liquor whatever licenses. Super cheap.
How is that?
It's not fair.
It's crazy.
It's not fair. It's like at least it could be almost a $10 difference from here to Maine. I get pissed. Surfside's $16. Maine. Here, $24. Some places $25, depending what fucking bullshit store you're going into.
Okay. Well, that'll be our newer podcast. How do we separate the 50 states?
Separate the states.
Okay.
That'll do well on Apple, apparently.
It probably really will. Back to Bruce.
Yes.
So back in September of that year, so in October he went to Iowa, but I want to bring you back to September. Bruce had also contacted a neighbor who owned a costume shop and placed an order for a Santa suit, even putting down a deposit. He paid $300 for a custom Santa.
In September he did this.
In September.
Yeah. He clearly premeditated.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He paid $300 for a custom Santa costume made to fit his 6'4", 275-pound frame with extra added room at his request. Less than a week before Christmas Eve, Bruce purchased a round-trip ticket for Christmas Day to an airport near Irwin's house, and he also rented a Dodge Caliber from Budget and a silver Toyota RAV4 from Rent-A-Wreck.
Okay.
Very premeditated. I know. You're okay. Ready?
Yeah.
It's finally time we talk about Christmas Eve. Okay?
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Christmas Eve.
We're going to talk about Christmas Eve. We got to get there. We had to open this door eventually.
Okay. On the day of Christmas Eve, Bruce drove the silver Toyota and parked it in Glendale, suspiciously close to Sylvia's divorce attorney's home. At around 6 p.m. that evening, Bruce called up his pal Erwin and let him know he was flying in tomorrow and staying for 2 weeks. His flight was at like 12:20 in the morning or something like that.
Okay.
Like on Christmas Day, so like really early.
Yeah.
Bruce also did cocaine at some point before the attack because there was like trace amounts in his body. Bruce also passed a neighbor, waving and sharing tidings, telling him he was off to a Christmas party. Bruce would eventually make his way to the Ortega's house to show up just before midnight. So I'm now going to talk about what happened after 8-year-old Katrina Usplowski answered the door and excitedly greeted Santa. So after shooting the 8-year-old girl at the front door, Bruce forced his way into the home, still dressed as Santa Claus. Inside, the family had gathered near the living room and entryway, and within seconds, Bruce opened fire, shooting at the adults closest to him. Non-discriminatory, just shooting.
Yeah.
Panic exploded through the house. People screamed, tried to run, tried to hide, tried to protect one another, but the space was tight and the attack was immediate. And then things escalated even further. Hidden outside on the front porch, disguised as a large gift, Bruce had a flamethrower-like device. Investigators later determined it was fueled with high-octane racing fuel, something designed to ignite fast and burn hot.
Oh my God.
Bruce sprayed the fuel throughout the living room area and igniting it, setting the house ablaze almost instantly. I know.
Did he take him down with it?
Survivors would later describe how quickly the fire spread. Walls and furniture.
Survived?
Yeah.
Wow.
There was 25 people at the house.
Wow.
Walls and furniture were caught within seconds. Thick black smoke filled the home, making it nearly impossible to see or breathe. The heat was overwhelming. Joseph and Alicia Ortega, Sylvia's parents, were both killed inside the home. Sylvia herself was shot. Other family members were injured as they tried desperately to escape. Some were struck by gunfire, others were overcome by smoke or trapped as the flames spread. Despite the chaos, several people managed to survive. Injured family members fled through windows, ran through fire, or crawled through smoke-filled rooms to escape. One survivor was able to call 911, reporting that a man dressed as Santa was shooting people and that the house was on fire. And I actually think it was one of her sisters who had called 911.
Wow.
And she yelled like his name. She knew who was him.
Yeah.
They all knew who it was.
That's crazy.
And what's really fucked up, I don't mention this, so like it's whatever, but I'll mention it actually in a minute. So by the time the firefighters arrived, the blaze was so intense that they were unable to immediately enter the home.
Wow.
The fire fully engulfed the structure, delaying rescue efforts and recovery for hours.
Oh my God.
Investors later believed the fire was intentional, not just to kill, but to destroy evidence and ensure as much destruction as possible. Yeah. What was meant to be a family Christmas gathering had turned into a scene of absolute devastation, one that would haunt everyone who survived it for the rest of their lives.
Truly.
Ultimately, 9 people would lose their lives that night.
Jesus.
Sylvia Orza, 43, Joseph Ortega, 80, Sylvia's father, Alicia Ortega, 70, Sylvia's mother, James Ortega, 52, Sylvia's brother, Teresa Ortega, 51, Sylvia's sister-in-law, Charles Ortega, 50, Sylvia's brother, Sherry Ortega, 45, Sylvia's sister-in-law, Alicia Ortiz, 46, Sylvia's sister, and Michael Ortiz, 17, Sylvia's nephew. 13 people would also be orphaned that night.
That's fucking awful.
Yeah. But in some slightly brighter news, 10 people would actually die that night because Bruce was one of them.
Yeah, fuck that dumb bitch.
And I don't know if you noticed, but the 8-year-old Katrina survived.
Really?
Yes. So they kind of said since she like saw him and she turned her cheek, he actually shot her through the jaw because she turned. And I saw a picture of her because there was a short article about her and like she's like an advocate for gun regulations and survivor of gun violence and such and things like that. And she still lives in California, and she was I think her mother survived, if I'm not mistaken, but her mother adopted her, like one of her cousins. Like there was people there that adopted the children.
Okay, yeah.
To make sure.
That's really nice.
Yeah, which I do mention at some point, but yeah, it was horrible.
That's fucking. So wait, so Sylvia died, right?
Yeah.
And her parents died, you said?
Yeah.
I actually, when you said that, I was like, if that was my daughter and my daughter died, take me with it. Like, you know what I mean?
I know. I mean, and her dad was like 80.
And her brother too, right?
Both her brothers and one of her and her sister.
Yeah, like bye. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
they would have lost like almost all their kids. So
there's no way you would have come back from that.
And it's so sad. She was so loved. She was a mother of 3. Yeah,
I mean, they were having like such a beautiful, happy family gathering.
Beautiful. Okay, so the aftermath, right? Yeah. Bruce fled the scene, dropping his glasses and a Santa hat in the front yard as he escaped. But while he got away, it was far from unscathed. During his diabolical destruction of the home, Bruce suffered severe 2nd and 3rd degree burns.
Good.
It should be noted that custom-made Santa suit he paid for had partially fused to his skin from the heat of the fire.
Even better. Bruce
sped off towards his brother's home, driving... Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Where the fuck did this go? Oh, here we go. Sorry. Bruce sped off toward his father's house, driving roughly 40 miles to Slimar, or Silmar. I have no idea what it was. It was around 3:30 in the morning that his brother came upon a horrific scene when he returned home. His brother was actually at a Christmas party. Sidebar. When Bruce said to his neighbor, "I'm on my way to a Christmas party," he actually had told his brother and like a friend that he was going to a Christmas party with them. Yeah. And when they went to his house to pick him up, he like just wasn't there. Ew. Like he just didn't say anything.
Yeah.
So weird, but whatever. So when Bruce arrived at his brother's home, he collapsed onto the couch, leaving a trail of weapons and ammunition behind him. He sat down, put one of the guns in his mouth, and pulled the trigger.
Oh my God.
Bruce Pardo was no mo.
What a pussy.
I know. Not much later, it doesn't end, investigators would find another chilling part of Bruce's plan. The silver Toyota RAV4 Bruce had rented, the one he drove away from the scene, was found parked near his brother's home in Silmar. When police searched the vehicle, they realized it wasn't just abandoned, it was fucking booby-trapped. No. Inside the Toyota was Bruce's abandoned Santa suit and an improvised explosive device, a fucking pipe bomb, rigged to detonate if the car was started or tampered with. The bomb squad had to be called in to carefully disable it before the vehicle
they found that.
could be processed. Yes. I actually watched, it's so weird. Well, you may have heard versions of this story where the bomb exploded and sent bullets flying throughout the neighborhood, but that part isn't accurate, which I did see that. Yeah. And so I'm like, I thought that like bullets went everywhere, and then they were like, no. What did happen is that inside the Ortega home, the ammunition Bruce brought with him was exposed to the intense heat of the fire. As the house burned, the ammo began to cook off, popping and discharging unpredictably, which made the scene even more dangerous and forced firefighters to keep their distance. Yeah. But the car bomb never went off near public. But the fact that it was there at all made one thing clear. Bruce didn't just plan to kill people inside that house. He planned for what would happen after, and he was willing to hurt anyone who came next.
That's fucking insane.
I have a theory.
Yes. So
he had parked the Dodge. Okay, so he had apparently in the grand scheme, he also planned to kill, it seemed, his mother and Sylvia's divorce attorney, because Bruce's mother was actually invited to the Christmas Eve celebration. Really? And she intended to go, but she didn't feel well, so she called sick. Wow. She's like, I'm not coming. Yeah. So he thought his mother was going to be there.
Yeah, so he's...
And also, I think when they were first trying to figure...
When his mom decided to sit on Sylvia's side...
I think it's what broke him.
That's what broke him, for sure.
And while they were investigating it and still trying to piece... Because obviously when they came upon what happened at the Ortega's house, a few hours later, Bruce's brother called him. They didn't realize the two were intertwined immediately. Okay. And so while they were like trying to figure out who would have done this, they knew that whoever came to the Ortega house had to know them. Yeah. Had to know that like every once in a while or like actually for the last few years, they did hire a man to come dressed up as Santa.
Wow.
To the party.
So they knew the story.
But the guy who normally did it had moved away that year.
Oh, wow. So they weren't going to do it that year.
No.
So they probably as soon as they saw fucking somebody dressed it. I mean, well, you did say that you did know right away. Yeah.
Yeah, and like but the thing is like yes, there was people by the door, but like the grandparents and Sylvie and stuff, they were all sitting down in the kitchen to play a game of cards, like things like that. But anyway, here's my theory. So he parked the Dodge near the attorney's home. I actually think he might have. I feel like he might have had a plan. So, something I didn't really go over in this, but I'll talk about a little bit is so Bruce bought that plane ticket, right? He bought it in cash at like a travel agency,
and this was
though,
to
with
make
his
it
name.
seem like he was going
there, but he had packed for like warm weather in his car, and he had like maps of Mexico and Canada, so he was gonna flee. And what my theory is, not that it's concrete, is that he had that he was gonna park that booby trap car near the lawyer's house, and maybe hope the lawyer was gonna open it or something like that and kill him then, and then he had the other car that he was gonna leave in.
Okay, yeah.
So he did park that Toyota somewhere, took the Dodge. I think, I can't remember. But yeah, so since he got so badly burned, his plans just went out of the way.
Yeah.
I mean, went out the window, and then he just killed himself, so. Okay.
I almost wish he just burned to death instead.
Yeah.
That would have been way better.
So this is a chilling tale that completely rocked the community of Covina, California. In the days that follow, community members came together to offer prayers and words of comfort to the victims and their families. Donations poured in, and vigils were held in remembrance of those lost. Parents were also left with the heartbreaking task of calming their children's newfound fear of fucking Santa Claus.
Yeah, I mean, that's fucking traumatic.
It was a deeply twisted consequence of Bruce's actions, not only ending lives, but permanently corrupting something meant to represent safety, joy, and innocence.
Yeah.
Many of the survivors of that horrific night were left to pick up the pieces Bruce shattered. 13 children were orphaned as a result of the massacre. In the aftermath, relatives and loved ones stepped forward to adopt them, bringing them into their homes, perhaps realizing they were the only ones who could truly understand the depth of their shared grief.
Yeah.
And that is the 2008 Christmas Eve Covina Massacre.
Jesus fucking Christ. That was an amazing tell. You did such a good job.
Oh my God, thank you.
It was insane from start to finish.
Yeah.
But I, like, first of all, kudos to that family. Like, that family is such a strong family that they were able to, like, pick up any pieces that they could. And with, especially with adopting the kids, too. That 13 of them, too, let alone that's a lot of children. But they did not, like, step away from that. They said, absolutely, you're like, your family's here, you're staying here.
Yeah. And Katrina in the article said, you know, they do their best not to allow what happened that day to ruin,
like, Christmas
because that was such an important piece of their family. They had that Christmas Eve celebration.
I mean, 27 people.
Year.
Clearly, you love, that's something that you love and enjoy.
And something they did listen to this. So not only were there the 25 people at the Ortega's house, they also had family in Mexico who also roughly had about 25 people. And every year they would call one another and they would share greetings and tidings. And I think they would do like a Christmas Eve, that's like so prayer and everything. And this literally happened like maybe a half hour or an hour after the phone call ended. The family in Mexico didn't even know until the next morning when the relatives obviously called them.
Yeah.
So it's like, not only were those 25 people, there's like 50 people, and just think of all of how loved that family is, how loved Sylvia was. You know, I don't really think George, her ex-husband, had anything bad to say about her or anything, but he obviously, you know, was reconciled with his daughter and, you know, taking care of her. I don't know if he also took in the other two children because he adopted them, but I would hope so. But
me too.
She was, you know, an amazing woman, and she was a loving mother and a loved daughter. She did
everything that she could do for her children.
Yeah, and unfortunately, not that I want to blame her brother-in-law for introducing her to Bruce, but I kind of want to, because people at his work also knew that, not that he was like about all of the horrible things that he'd done,
wasn't a great
but they
employee.
knew that he wasn't. No, he was a good employee.
Oh, he was,
but he wasn't like a good person. Like
they knew that.
Like, he just didn't understand. What was it? Something happened. What was it? Oh my God, I can't remember. But it was like with an ex-girlfriend. Something had happened. Like, he had, I don't know, maybe they were on a boat and she had fallen off, or he had pushed her and she couldn't really swim. And he like grabbed her and he was laughing. He just didn't understand the depth of how wrong it was, in a sense. Like, he just, like, he had no empathy, or like, one woman just described him to have no common sense.
Yeah.
But I think that's making it too docile.
Yeah, that's what I feel like.
It's
I feel
narcissism.
Like no empathy is really,
it's no
like
empathy. You're like a sociopath.
Nail on the head.
You know what I mean? Or a psychopath,
like,
whichever one it is.
If somebody, and I've seen like videos of this, which always makes me irate too, is that, like, you'll see somebody specifically with the pushing in the water thing, and a guy, it's always a guy that does it. They always think it's so funny to do to a woman, and then the woman's sitting there and she's like really upset for whatever reason, and usually the time, like most of the time, it's like they're not great swimmers, or like they're afraid of the water, and they don't like, you know, that they can't see down in the depths, and that's like a very fair fear to have. And then the guy's just sitting there laughing on the deck thinking it's the funniest thing in the world. Like, no, you're being fucked up. Like, what are you afraid of? And then having somebody push you into that. how would you feel? Like, you're not putting yourself in anybody's shoes. You're just being a fucking asshole and think you're funny, and nobody does. Nobody's laughing.
Nobody's laughing.
Nobody's laughing.
Nobody's laughing. And that's probably just who Bruce was. He was a loser. I'm glad he's dead. I'm glad he suffered before he died. I think
he's a fucking vag for shooting himself in the mouth. I think that I would have loved a little bit more blood and gore, personally, for him. I know,
but think of his body burned.
That I love. And the red Santa with that suit for a good time. Fused to his disgusting skin. A custom Santa suit. Oh, and this was another thing. Listen to this bullshit. Sorry. Yeah. So I didn't mention this, but he asked for extra room, right? I mentioned the thing. Because he had not only did he have ammunition under the suit, he also had like $16,000 taped to his body. Also, each one of those 5 guns was $1,000. He had money. Yeah,
he was lying about that.
Because otherwise, how would he pay for it? In cash.
In cash.
Yeah.
Horrible.
No, I can't stand him. I just can't stand him. Everything
I knew Jamie would hate him.
That he did, I really fucking hate him.
I know this was going to be a good episode.
Yeah, so you did an amazing job. Thank you so much for going over that case and bringing light to it. I don't think I heard of it. Like, I don't think that doesn't ring a bell. Maybe the when the bullets were exploding off of the car. But yeah, that was like one of those crazy stories where like the 2 stories got entangled with each other. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think the bullets going off in the house is a lot more scarier.
Yeah,
like,
because like
residential.
Who knows if there's anybody else alive at the time? Obviously, firefighters are like the one. Firefighters and EMT we never have problems with. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they do what they need to do to get it done. But yeah, I mean, I think I had heard of it. I think I've heard this story like years ago, but obviously we wanted to do something, I mean, not necessarily Christmas themed, but happened during the time. It is a very stressful time of the year. Emotions are heightened.
Yeah.
Talk to your therapist.
Please.
Don't buy guns.
No.
But thanks for joining us. We're going to have another special Christmas episode for you guys.
Yeah.
Next week. And then we will be taking a short break.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. And with that, we'll be catching you guys in the shadow. Stay ghouly.